PvP, let's go. In the bottom left we've got Shameless, in the top right it's Bo5. I think he used to be Terran player, but yeah, I mean you can play PvP, it's pretty straightforward and you can just get lucky sometimes. He might just do random build orders like random stuff. Like trying to go a rock paper scissors build order style. I don't see Shameless losing though, because he's a defensive Protoss player as well, so he might play even the max spec style. One gate defense with the Nexus and the Stargate. Just catch all kind of. You got the Oracle, it's gonna be there against DTs. And yeah, Bo5, I'm kind of expecting Onsig, that's what I'm expecting. DTs, blink all-ins. Maybe an Adept Glaive all-in. Maybe proxy robos, yeah, something like that, just like the aggressive stuff. 4-gate even. Already going up to the double gas. Not the second gate though. There's the second gate. So one probe is gonna be out on the map, and the other one is gonna go scout, it seems. Gonna get a hidden pylon here for our blue Protoss player. Both players getting their cybernetic scores up. Let's see what Bo5 can do here. Gonna come in, it's gonna see a scout, it's gonna see that missing pylon. Does he have a pylon up himself? Yes, he does. He's keeping up with the build, at least. Still unclear about his actual potential and what he can do, how his level is and stuff, but yeah, he is playing the PvP game here. And he's not really doing anything wrong or different or bad. Oh, that's a Stargate, okay. So we're gonna see a proxied Stargate here for Shameless, and on the other side it's gonna be a Twilight in base. That could be a potential good way. And he's also going up to double Stalker for Bo5 to play this actually, yeah. So he has a potential advantage if he can catch that Oracle, if he's vigilant enough on the minimap and stuff, and can catch the Oracle, then he might have an advantage. The probe is gonna come in and he will see that Twilight, that's a really good scout. Just before the Stalkers get out, he will also confirm a Stalker. He will see that there's no shield battery in the main base, and the Stalkers are gonna be basically driven out or pulled out by the Adepts. Bo5 is going into his own Adepts, by the way, and we do see a Nexus come up, but yeah, that's what I was expecting. Dark Shrine. It's basically what we were expecting, and there's the proxy gate down here. Now, is Shameless gonna see this? No, not with this. He does not get in with the shades. But the Oracle has a good, like, it's rallied literally where the Dark Shrine was. He still doesn't get it. The double Adept is blocking that with the shade. The Oracle comes in now. He walks back the Stalkers, so he is kind of in the mindset that there is that Oracle potential, but there's already a robo on the way. Okay. So he sees the Dark Shrine. That's all he needs to do. He kills a few probes even. Oh, that's quite crazy. And then the Oracle can come in. He makes an Observer. He's gonna have that at home. There's a shield battery. He has a few Stalkers. He doesn't have a shield battery, but he's gonna warp in a Sentry to just do force field even. 3 DTs, they could fight this, which is funny enough, but there's the battery that should be able to help this. And the first DT is gonna get stuck and it doesn't fight. It's gonna get shut down. The second DT is it's just kind of running away. Expanding behind this himself. So can he make this happen? Does he still have a chance? I guess he is behind quite a bit in work account. Nexus is already up. The Oracle didn't really go in. Now we're gonna go into Blink. You can of course make Archons from this. So it's not the worst case, but you're not happy where you are. And yeah, Oracle is just gonna get attack on We'll see that upgrade, and he should most definitely know that this is Blink. He's gonna get his own Twilight right now and make a few Immortals. Might just get a Prism and get Charge and go. He could also do the Glaive Immortal push. Or he just waits for his own Blink, takes his third base, places defensively. He has a big lead, and he should have a really big lead in a moment, yeah. But yeah, he's adding extra gateways. He's going into that Blink though, so he might just do a Blink push as well. Definitely wants to get that, oh god, he finds this. Definitely wants to get that Prism though. There we go, he's gonna cancel the Observer, and he's gonna grab the Prism. He will unpower the gate, and even kill the gate, so it doesn't get repowered again. We have an Archon and some Stalkers back at home here for Bo5. He might want to add in a DT into his composition, just in case he can't snipe the Observer from his opponent. A DT would be really powerful. So he's keeping up in drone count or worker count. He's kind of getting back there, but he has not the production that Shameless is working with. Shameless on 6 gates here in a moment. He's gonna finish up 2 more, so 6 gateways for him. And that Robo pumping on the other side, we just lost the gate, so it's only 2 gates and 1 gate on the way, 2 gates on the way. Even 4 gates are not gonna be enough here for the defense. The Oracle just barely misses this army move out. And he still has even enough energy to drop another stasis trap into the battle if he wants to. But yeah, I mean, look at this. The army count is gonna be insanely huge in favor here of Shameless, who's just pushing the issue right now. 10 army supply up, 14 stalks to 8, and he just hits with his Blink here. He's gonna Blink on top of the Immortal, he's gonna kill the first one, he's gonna shoot down, well, whatever he wants to right now. He's not really focusing anything. Should probably focus on either the Archon or just Stalkers. He's just blinking back his units. Don't want to lose the Prism. There is an Immortal, so you need to be careful. You cannot just let it go, do its thing. Oracle is coming in here. Has thrown down a tag. I really wanted to see like a stasis ward, but yeah, he could even go into the main. Just, yeah, do that. Go into the main, man. Like, he's gonna drop a stasis trap. He's gonna Blink up. And he's gonna have a strong position up here in the main. Don't want to lose the Prism. Oh my god, that's it. Blinks into the stasis trap. Honestly, Stalkers can't do anything. So that's the first game in this best of 5. And those Stalkers, they don't have Blink. Remember? Because they use Blink. GG's called. First game has been won by S-Balls. Spaceballs. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna run another PvP here. Next map's gonna be a White Rabbit. So no Terran. I'm a little bit sad, honestly. I was expecting Bo5 to play as Terran, but he didn't. So now it's a PvP. Down 1-0, of course. Shameless looking good, looking solid here. Top right, Shameless. Bottom left, Bo5. So he did do the DTs in the last game. That was what I was expecting. Are we gonna see something crazy like offensive Void Race? Like shield battery void rush like you see against Terrans. Does that even make sense? I don't think it does. Stokers should just be too good. And your opponent also can make shield batteries, which are superior. Like you need a proxy nexus or something to push that actually. Which doesn't make sense, right? So, not sure. He will not wall his main, which is interesting. Of course, Shameless is gonna wall the ramp. So, Bo5 has maybe a very aggressive plan in mind. Of course, we can see things like 4 gates. We can see the Glay volumes, we can see a lot of things. We just need to wait what's gonna happen here. It is gonna be a double gate. Probes are gonna kiss. And he will wall in with the pylon now. He could make another pylon and then, or anything there, like a gate or his tech structure, which would be so crazily exposed, by the way, but yeah. You can still kind of block this off. Eventually. You can make a shield battery over here or something. Which wouldn't be in range of a Nexus, which is kind of a shame. It's still be fine enough. And already the proxy going up here for Shameless. Is he going to throw down another Stargate? I don't think so. He has a lot of money though, but it is a robo indeed. And this probe will see the probe. So that's a little bit off, right? Are you going to go back and check? No, apparently not. So he has a robo, he has a pylon. I'm not sure why he did it like this. And Shameless sees everything. He sees the robo, he sees the units, he sees the stalkers, he sees the pylon, and well, that is the thing in PvP that could be a big advantage for Bo5, right? Because he might just be the defender, and even though, yeah, he has a couple more probes even, he might just be the defender. Use it for some that long distance mining, honestly, man. What is he making here? Is this gonna be a disruptive play? Like, why is this probe chilling away? It's like waiting for a pylon. So he wanted to start that Immortal first, I guess. So we're gonna see a Prism first against the Immortal first. Of course, Immortal coming behind that. And he's walled in, so there's no adepts gonna be able to go in. Do we see a third gate? Indeed we do. Could even make a fourth one, but then you can't pump out of the robo anymore, which would be a waste, so we just keep it to 3 gates. He's not gonna have a sentry with this, so he cannot force field the ramp. This is gonna be a little bit tricky, but he has the the blink, the potential blink, so you need to dodge the shots, yes. But yeah, he cannot really fight this army, right? It's just more units and better units than he has, so what are you gonna do? He has a sentry at home. He could open up the pylon again, but that is an issue. Bo5 is gonna start to posture for an expansion. He could do one. I'm gonna see an adept and a sentry here. Getting warped in. He could go into the main with a force field on the ramp, but there's a prism already, so I don't think this is gonna work here for Shameless. It's basically a mirror build, but the defender's advantage should just be too strong. We do have shield batteries, we do have the better and reinforcement points, we do have potential probe pulls to even help out and save this, and he's just continuing to make stuff. He's gonna have the same amount of units, because he's also gonna be on 3 gates, so I'm not sure what Shameless' idea is here behind all of this. He's still gonna continue the robo production on Immortals. On the other side, we do see an Observer getting added in. He will get a pylon, but that's about it. Like, I don't see a future where he can break Bo5 on his one base right now. I mean, getting the pylons is actually a nice delay on that army, because he needs to remake a lot of pylons right now. He should just honestly throw down a Nexus at this point. It's gonna be good supply. It's an expensive pylon, but he needs that open supply anyways. With him, he might just push out himself, but like, you're gonna probably lose the fight if you push into 3 immortals here. He only has 2 himself. He's gonna make... Did he make 1 more? No, he only has 2 himself, but he's gonna run into 4 very soon. Is that me? I'm not sure. No? My ping is constant. Yo, MW, good to see you. Is that me? I'm not sure. Who's lagging? It's like just a moment before the thing shows up. It's light, okay. Oh yeah. Let's build more immortals, so Bo5 is more... Bo5 is more stalkers, he has more adepts, but he has less immortals. Yo, Horiel, I'm doing well. We're doing some casts in here right now. This is the RSL Qualifier, it's live right now. Can we continue? Yeah, continue. I can only talk to the observers. I guess I can talk to Shameless. You guys can do it. Go. Go, go. Okay, go, guys. Let's go. Go, 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 go. You need to hit pause, bro. Okay. There you go. So you're gonna resume the game here? Some technical issues. Now, one of the casts was lagging, he's already out, but for some reason they just decided to stick in the pause screen for a moment. But yeah, like this is the moment which decided everything, and Shameless just decides to, alright, let's open this and let's make the Nexus and let's go home. And not try to break this, and he makes a Stargate even. Now this is interesting. Is he gonna go into a potential Voyager defense against already a superior Stalker count from his opponent, or does he just wants to make an Oracle to try and put up stasis traps or harass his opponent? The issue is, for Bo5, he hasn't identified this yet. No! Oh, bro! Oh my god! Like, man, that could have been the game. Or that can still be the game. No, I don't think you can catch it though. He doesn't have blink, right? Besides, he's just pushing out. He decides to make nothing but units, and he just goes. Now the Robo isn't doing anything. We are seeing a Phoenix. We are seeing 2 sheep batteries. So the role swaps. Like, they change, reverse roles now. There's no Twilight. There's a lot of adepts, which is kind of funny. It's like an adept stalker composition. And there's gonna be Phoenix, and the Prism is low, and that's the only Prism you're gonna have for a while here. He has 4 Immortals though. That's a lot of firepower. And yeah. Let's see, 3 Immortals though. It's gonna be a tough one. The advantage does go to Bo5 right now though. He has more units, and well, the Nexus. Is it gonna be worth it? Is it gonna be able to defend itself? 3 shield batteries, can he hold his ground? Adepts are gonna shade in here. They're gonna shade on top of the Immortals. He's gonna run in. Nice force fields here on the bottom side. A couple of Phoenix run in and grab Immortals. And this might just be the fight that Shameless needs right now. The army supply is plummeting here for Bo5. And the execution definitely goes down to Shameless waiting there like a tiger to pounce on the army that comes in just to demolish it. And in the end, all of the Immortals to survive, the Phoenix to survive, a few Adepts to survive, a few Stalkers to survive. Did things die for Shameless? Did he lose something? 5 Adepts, 1 Stalker, 3 Sentries. That was almost a perfect defense. Look at what died here on the other side. That's an insane trade. You don't even see that in ZVT. That was an insane trade. And that's gonna be the 2-0 here. So this is a qualification match, in case you were wondering here. We're gonna cast some replays after this, but yeah, this is gonna be probably the end of the tournament here in a moment, but let's see if Shameless can qualify here against Bo5, or if Bo5 do something to turn this around. I don't think he's gonna be able to do in this game. And I'm frantically trying to make a few stalkers, but yeah. Hands off the keyboard, pull the probes, let's go. Phoenix coming in. Let's just watch this carnage. Like the probes just like bam, getting shot away. The last stalker. Poof. Shameless is gonna take the second map. So we're gonna most likely have Shameless and Nightmare being the qualifying players here. There's 2 qualification spots. Did Nightmare already qualify? Yeah, I think so. So Nightmare's already done with his run. He did qualify. We've got Nightmare already in the RSL. Congratulations to him. A 3-0 over Exiled. And Shameless is proceeding to do the same here. 2-0. Let's go. Potential last round of PvP here. 10,000 feet is gonna be the map. Let's see if we can get the qualification in here for our Russian prodigy. Still an up-and-comer, I have to call him. Is still lacking any great results yet, but a really talented individual here in the bottom right, Shameless. And in the top left, it is Bo5. Now this is what I was talking about, Starline balls. No, I was talking about star balls, not Stelline balls. Not sure. Stelline balls, I'm not sure about this one. I like space balls, right? Not star balls, space balls. And there should be the next movie coming out for space balls, if I'm correct. At least something, they were making something. Space balls, what is it? I don't know. 2, I guess, right? There was only 1 movie, wasn't there? Space balls. Oh, are they gonna do like a Spaceballs based on the newer Star Wars movies? We don't know yet. Oh yeah, look at that. They were going together there for a moment. Joining hands. Brothers in arms. Now, Bo5 again not walling. You're kind of inviting Shameless to like, hey, come here, come here. Let's check out my base. Make adepts is basically it's the calling here. Shameless not really falling for that so far, but again, like last game, honestly, I really liked how Bo5 played that until he attacked. The attack execution was just terrible. The macroing up until that point, like keeping up with the army pacing, build time and stuff, that was really good, really well done. He had a good composition. Maybe not the adept part, honestly. But I can kind of dig the idea, right? He just wants to have units, and he doesn't really want to make zealots because it's just tough to get them to connect, especially if there's force fields. And, well, like, you can't really get charge, so, because you cannot get that Twilight up, because then you would have to skip a unit here or there. Which... And also you'd have to wait, right? You kind of create a timing for your opponent. So I really like the idea that he was going for, just trying to strong arm his opponent here. But Shameless just pulled back at the right time. He made the Nexus, he had enough Immortals, he had a slightly superior composition in my eyes. And in the end he had the defense, he had the micro, and he had that control, like the execution to really thrive in that battle, and you saw how efficient he just basically made mincemeat of that army from Bo5. Bo5 was kind of cut in half, he shaded in, he was cut in half with the Stalkers and Immortals, then the Immortals that were fighting were lifted, Yes, it's a best of 5. See, this is a qualification match, so if this one is now won by Shameless, he will be up in the next RSL, Season 5. And even if he drops in the first round, he's gonna get $66, so it's a $66 match. Which is also not terrible. There's guaranteed prize money for even the first loser in RSL, so pretty good. Nightmare already made it on the other part of the bracket. There was 2 qualification spots, very few sign-ups, and which is a little bit surprising considering we had so many sign-ups last season. We had like Creator playing, we had Champ playing, we had I can't remember. There was like, I don't know, 10 really good players, Beyond, Shin, and none of them showed up today. A few did sign up but didn't play for some reason, and now it's basically just a free walk in the park here for Shameless and for Nightmare. But Bo5 is making it a little bit difficult to Shameless by playing Protoss. I think he's a Terran, at least he did play Terran in the first round. Maybe he's just not confident in the matchup, but he's playing a really good bread and butter Protoss here. As you can see, like the numbers are very similar. He's even up in workers, he is up in supply right now. I guess he's down a little bit in tech. He does not have that Twilight Council coming up, and not the Forge. So Shameless is again for a little bit of a tech advantage here, but both players playing a very defensive style here right now. Trying to gather up their forces and having a good expensive economy here. Now, I think Bo5 wants to take, some kind of tech, make it a Stargate, make it a Twilight. Probably a Twilight, because you kind of need that to fight. I don't really think there's a world where you can go into a Stargate of 2 bases in like after a Robo stuff situation. So you'll add just a few more gates, and this should transition into that good old Archon Zealot eventually, if both players just play this a little bit more passive. Now we see an Oracle coming into Scout. It's gonna find the Forge, it's gonna find the Twilight Council. And I'm a little bit surprised, honestly, to see Blink, but oh, I like this choice here. Robotics Bay, okay, that's cool. So he's also going for Blink. He might just go Blink Disruptor. He could go Blink Colossi, but I really like the Robotics Bay here. Let's see what he's gonna make with that. Now, definitely AoE can be a boon here in this matchup. That could be a surprise factor, but I guess it's already scouted by this observer. So good scouting by Shameless, very active there on the map. He's gonna throw down his own 3rd base here, so he will keep up the pace with that expanding pattern. And Bo5 looks like he wants to push on 2 bases. It doesn't seem like he has any intentions in going beyond his current base setup. Just gonna make more pylons back here. He's gonna throw down the first Colossi. He does not get the range yet. He might just push with 1 Colossi with no range. I'm not sure if that's really a thing. But he's actually going into Forge. He's going into that +1. So he should go into the range, right? Like, why are you not making Colossi range? If you don't make Colossi range, make Disruptors. Honest opinion. Maybe he just wants to have something to break the force fields. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not clear where his mind is with this. He's just throwing down a 3rd base, but he doesn't really match the pace. Like, this is where you see that someone like Shameless is very crisp with his builds and decisions and macro. And Bo5 is floating a lot of money in the past, like, I don't know, minute, maybe 2 minutes. And it's just not as clean at this point. Like, the early stages looked very good for him. He was matching his opponent perfectly, even having small leads here and there, but getting up past the 2 base marker is gonna be a little bit difficult, apparently, to be that clean and that perfect, and Shameless is just pulling it off very nicely. Bo5 is just floating a little bit of resources unnecessarily here. Now we do see a few depth shading in here, getting a few probes, but getting taken care of very fast. Bo5 is mining out that bottom part here. That's an interesting choice, and we do actually see a Robotics Bay from Shameless. Shameless was just posturing. He didn't really want to fight, but he was just looking to pick off anything he could with the Stalkers. He has a very big Stalker ball. And on the other side, it's gonna be disruptors coming in now after the first Colossi. Charge coming in as well. Disruptor charge. And double... Oh, he needs to fix these gas... Yeah, there we go. Double Robo for Shameless. And the 4th base. Scythe still needs to make that happen, the 4th base. I mean... Scouting Phoenix is gonna get shut down here, but... He confirms the army, basically. He sees more gates coming up. Raptor Stalker is cool, but it's gonna be Raptor Zealot in a moment here. He still has a good amount of Stalkers, but I mean, they're matching each other in Stalker numbers. That was an interesting blink. It's like, hey, look at this. Oracle is gonna find the army, but doesn't really see the follow-up text. So Persif's scouting is not that great. He doesn't see this base. He doesn't see this happening. So it's gonna be Raptor Stalker against Raptor Zealot Stalker. This could be good for Persif actually in the army count. It comes down to control, but we saw the control in the last game was insanely huge in favor of Shameless there, and then one big engagement. So let's see if Persif can kind of make this happen. Like one thing, I always blew my own Zealots up. Yeah, that is something that could happen. One thing that's a very easy to control army is Zealot Archon. It is very strong, very powerful, and it doesn't really need that much finesse. But with Disruptors you definitely need to be careful if you hit your own Zealots. Now, did he see the base? So he scouts the base. And, oh, he gets the prison by the way. He might just throw down a base himself. I think he might want to take this one. He already mined this out. He's gonna throw down a pylon and then he's gonna go down here and take a base. But he doesn't really, like, he's not catching up right now. He has the money, but he doesn't get +2, for example. He doesn't make a bigger army, really. He's already maxed. He has a huge army supply, though. He doesn't have the probe count. Let's have a look at the army supply. 29 to 26 Stalkers, 3 to 2 Immortals, 22 Zealots to 2. 7 Disruptors to 3, so let's see the AoE. That was 4 Zealots, I think. The one with, that's a good one. Another, 6 Zealots or so do go down. A bunch of Stalkers do go down as well. Oh my god, this constant disruption overing is making it very difficult to engage here. Oh boy. He just doesn't give him a break, and he has the shots up again here. Ready. Oh! Gets one on the sentries. Yo, don't, brother. No, he hits the Disruptors though. But in the end, this army's already plummeting. Reinforcements being warped in here. I think we see an offensive blink very soon. He could actually eat a lot of damage from the Zealots, but no, he doesn't do the blink. So in the end, the Zealots are not going to be that great. That's going to be a nice disruption over here, hitting a few units there, but it might just not be enough. Persif, I think he didn't take a base in the end, and his army got demolished again. Shameless displaying the superior army control and execution, and that's what ultimately is gonna win him the game again. Now Persif, he has still 3 bases, right? He wants to like stay in the game. He only has +1 though. He's fighting against +3. We're gonna see shields now. We're gonna see DT Blink. Of all things, DT Blink, we're gonna see another base number 5. Don't know how you can come back against this with +1 Zealots. There is no Archons. He's trying to take the assimilators, but yeah, he has a lot of energy stacked up on the Nexus, by the way. Like, look at the energy on these Nexi. I think he's gonna catch that Disruptor, who will not be able to survive. We're gonna see a recall, not on all of them. DTs are chasing these probes. He even kills his own Stalkers. Ah. Okay, so yeah, congratulations to Shameless here in just a moment. Probably there's no way that Persif can come back in this one. He has 1 Disruptor and a dream, as the can says sometimes. There's 4 Archons and 1 more Disruptor. He doesn't have an Observer though, so he has no way of seeing the DTs. The DTs could just, like, he's running unnecessarily with the DTs right now. He could just blink on top of the on top of the Disruptor. He might just shoot down the Disruptor with the Stalkers, no. Oh boy, you walked a little bit too much forward. That was a good shot, 5 kills. Gonna lose the prism though. That was powering the gates, that was kind of funny. Those shameless balls. A shameless ball to the face, yeah. It's gonna hit another ball, hit another ball. No, the one who shot first was the one from Bo5, but that was the only ball he was able to connect with his opponent. And now there's 3 more balls for Shameless. And the last baller for Bo5 might just get taken out by Zealots here. Indeed, that's the case. Alright, guys. 2 sentries. So yeah, Shameless is gonna make it in. I think that might be his first appearance. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's gonna be his first time in RSL. So congratulations to Shameless. I hope he's gonna have a good run, and I hope he's gonna rack some face, show some skill in RSL.